When I was a kid, I used to dream about flying through space. Every week on TV, I'd watch my heroes as they jumped into their rocket ships and took to the stars. And I wanted to be like them. They had courage, imagination, and no problem ever stood in their way for long. You know, in the end, when we actually did send men into space, it turned out that those were exactly the qualities it took. I'm John Hudson. This is Pad 39 of the Kennedy Space Center. I was a launch controller here when from this very spot, man took off to fly to the moon. It was a journey that began 12 years before that rocket ever left the ground. And it started on the other side of the world. Back then, we were one of two superpowers that always seemed to be on the edge of a terrible war. In 1957, the Soviet Union launched the first ever man-made satellite into Earth orbit. They called it Sputnik, which means traveling companion. And in a world where peace hung in a delicate balance, it seemed to create a dangerous advantage. Every ham radio operator in America could hear a beacon. People were afraid. Were the Soviets looking down on us, watching us? If they could make a satellite pass over our cities, could they do the same with a bomb? Our own space program kicked into high gear, and less than 2 months later, we were ready to launch our own satellite. It was being called the space race, and we were running a distant second. In 1961, we fell even further behind. Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin became the first man into space, circling the world in just 89 minutes. We had our own astronauts, and they were eager and ready to take the big ride. But our manned space program couldn't seem to get off the ground. We stuck with it, and on May 5th, 1961, things finally started going right. Astronaut Alan Shepard took his ship Freedom 7 6.5 miles into space. America had its first space hero. Just a few days later, our space program received a new challenge. But this one did not come from the Soviet Union. It came from our young president. In one inspiring moment, he changed the mission from one based in fear of the present to one of hope for the future.
But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
We hadn't been more than 16 minutes into space, and now we were going to the moon. We would have to design a rocket the size of a 36-story office building, put it together with the precision of a microscope, and accelerate it to the speed of a bullet. Then we would have to guide it to a moving target 250,000 miles away. Many people thought it was an impossible dream, but 400,000 of us set about making that dream a reality. It would be the longest, most hazardous voyage that any man had dared to attempt. But step by step, mission by mission, we orbited the Earth, perfecting the skills and technologies we would need on this incredible journey. Our astronauts practiced maneuvering, docking, and the 1,000 created new alloys, lighter and stronger than anything seen before. We designed communication systems that would be reliable over the vast distances. And behind it all, we tried to perfect the rocket that would be powerful enough to punch out of Earth orbit and take us to the moon. One day, however, the dream of flying to the moon almost slipped away. It was was January 27th, 1967. Astronauts Virgil Gus Grissom, Edward White, and Roger Chaffee were on board Apollo 1 for a plugs-out test, a full-scale dress rehearsal for the actual launch. Suddenly it happened. There was a fire in the capsule. 3 men, whose lives had been in our hands, were lost.
Surely the opening vistas of space promise high costs and hardships, as well as high reward. But this country of the United States was not built by those who waited and rested and wished to look behind them.
After Apollo 1, some thought we'd failed, and that the moon was out of our reach. But we owed it to those men to learn from their sacrifice and to carry on. We started taking the Apollo vehicle apart, piece by piece. Was the design flawed? Had safety been compromised? Tough questions. And we spent 1.5 years redesigning the spacecraft so that no astronaut's life would ever be at risk because we overlooked something or because we could have done something better. A moon rocket is 91% high explosive, and it goes into the most unforgiving, hazardous environment there is. We could never make it risk-free, and the men who flew them knew that. We didn't send men into space again until Apollo 7 orbited the Earth testing some of the new design. When everything worked perfectly, the decision was made. The next mission would travel to the moon. It was mankind's destiny to leave the shores of our planet behind and strike out across the vast ocean of space. In the great span of our history, now was the time that we could. Now was the time that we would. We stood on the eve of the longest, most dangerous journey that any man had ever undertaken. And it would be taken by Frank Borman, James Lovell, and William Anders, the crew of Apollo 8. Through those doors, you'll find the firing room, launch control, just as it was on December 21st, 1968. Fly to the moon. The tragedy of Apollo 1 had put us a year and a half behind. We were making up for it in one big leap, and we were doing it with a rocket that no man had ever flown before. It was a few days before Christmas 1968 when Apollo 8 sat on the pad. She was the first of a new kind, a moon rocket. This was the Phoenix, risen from the ashes of Apollo 1. The first Apollo crew did not die in vain. This was to be their testament. "36 stories high, she had been fully fueled throughout the night. The liquid oxygen in her tanks caused ice to form on the outside of the craft. The extreme temperature differences between the air and the sub-zero fuel caused the metal skin of the rocket to expand and contract. Everyone who was on the pad agreed. It was as though the rocket was alive, breathing, straining at the leash. Earlier in the morning, astronauts Frank Borman, Jim Lovell, and Bill Anders had made their final preparations before taking that long ride out to the waiting spacecraft. The minimum safe distance from a Saturn V at liftoff was 3 miles. The reason was simple. When fully fueled, the rocket contained the explosive power of an atomic bomb. As the clock counted down, the astronauts and all of us in launch control went through the pre-flight checks. Our hands on the controls of the most powerful, most complex machine ever built. It had over 2 million separate systems, and to bring these men back alive, everything had to work perfectly. Each individual system had been tested, but what we didn't know was how they would perform when all 2 million began to work together. communications broke down, if navigation was off by 1 degree, if any piece of the miles of wiring, circuits, relays, or valves was defective, Frank Borman, Jim Lovell, and Bill Anders would pay with their lives. As they sat, waiting for launch on that chill December morning, these 3 astronauts were back to what they had always been, test pilots. You are now in the final minutes before the launch of Apollo 8, right here where it actually happened. Mankind is about to leave his planet behind and journey to another. It is one of those rare moments when history is not being made, destiny is being embraced.
safely to the Earth. I know. I'm Jim Lovell, and I was one of the crew of this spacecraft, Apollo 8. We were the first men to see the surface of the moon from just a few miles away. But it was the hundreds of thousands of men and women who worked in that team, and the millions of people who supported the mission that really made it possible. That way, I guess, we all went to the moon. Now, on the other side of those doors, you'll find an actual Saturn V moon rocket. It's still the most powerful, the most complex machine ever built. And I guess it's the only one that can take you to another planet. I actually got to fly one on a second flight to the moon called Apollo 13. But that's another story.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
Walk down the field.
Oh! Shoot!
वो सनलाइट में मेंटेनेंस भी जाता है.
This is the Apollo 14 Kitty Hawk, the real thing.
Not very big. Hi, honey.
Please, south to south, keep it down to a whisper.
This is the station of
Like northwest
It's like
One of our primary objectives at NASA is to make life
people
better.
who launch the shuttles work here.
We fly the shuttle
On the bus.
to the space station, and we are interested in maybe going to the moon and Mars. And a lot of people don't see a lot of applications in that.
And
But what they don't
it's pretty
realize
exciting because this is the first time we actually
we have to
flew
do a lot of different
on a bus.
allow this to happen. And a lot of that research
It's pretty exciting when you think about it long enough.
It turns out there's a significant problem in people leaving children in vehicles unattended. I wanted to develop a sensor that the general public could use to prevent this from happening. And that technology is really based on current technology that we're using here at NASA Langley with the 757. Similar arrangement using this technology and sending a transmitter which detects a
Tomorrow is back to school for me.
and sends that information to a receiver, which is on the keychain of the driver.
The thing that's exciting to me is that in general, in this future
There's a little TV there.
I think humans will eventually
There's more in their labs.
success of this mission. There's really two major aircraft disasters that have been directly attributed to great
A couple other things.
thought about that much, but now you gotta be thinking about that. Might consider doing that myself.
Yeah, it says on the thing you can do it.
Because if
There's
you
some
can
more stuff over
repair
there.
something real time and the onset of damage,
We have to take our
Lots of people work here.
avoid
like people launch shuttles and all that. Well, these are their headquarters.
Come back with the sun.
I think they are anyway.
Oh, really? There was an awful lot
Yeah,
to see.
you get there.
So we haven't been to the astronaut place or the warbird.
And lots of. It's not about like.
I don't think that's part of
The shuttles aren't the only important things around here. They have like a lot of other things here too. Like when you're on the bus, you might see like manatees, alligators, even eagles. And it's just really good. It's not just the shuttles that are important. It's nature itself as well.
You know, I thought about her and I wish that she could have the opportunity that I had. And I know that someday more people will have the opportunity to fly in space.
I personally believe that the world that God created is complex. There are all
This isn't just a street next to it. There's NASA Kennedy Space
discover
Center.
how that really happened. The science, the facts behind theories and ideas.
Oh, there's one of their rockets.
All you have to do is come back once and your season pass paid for itself.
Like that.
Yeah, well,
Wow, it's nice.
I'm in a pretty
Vastly both to the knowledge that we have of the and to the curiosity
Could be overwhelming.
so that they continue to seek to understand what was created.
Oh,
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this road goes straight west towards US 195 and the beach
Another
line. These
building.
canals is alligators.
We're back to the
If you
main
see one on the way home, do not go near them,
And-
leave them alone.
oh, look at
There's
that.
alligators, no
It's the
canals,
engine
there's
of
water
the rockets.
moccasins, which are dangerous
The
snakes.
engine.
You get over here, everything is open, the restaurant's open, the gift shop's
This is
open.
just great, man.
Kodak did your photos, bring your little red and white ticket, go to Kodak booth, pick
Another
up your
bus.
photos, take them home, don't
Exactly
leave them.
like ours that
The
we're
great
on right
building right
now.
here is that shuttle launcher experience. If you haven't done that yet, you definitely got to do that. So there's all kinds of things. By the way, listen up. Your tickets that you bought this morning, your blue and white ticket. When you leave here, when you get out to US 1, you go to the Astronaut Hall of Fame. Those tickets will take you in there also. So you still can use those tickets at the Astronaut Hall of Fame. Also, if you can't do it today, you can come back tomorrow and use your tickets tomorrow. But they will help you get into the Astronaut Hall of Fame. And there's rides over there for children or whatever. And so whatever you do, don't throw those tickets away, okay? The great building in front of us is that shuttle launch experience. If you haven't done that, you definitely got to try it. And like I said before, Kodak did your photos. Come over, buy your photos, take them home, don't leave them.
There's a gift shop.
We got a big mess left over from last year, so we don't need any more. Buy yours, take them
Wow.
home. If you have any complaints about your tour, write it on a $10 bill, bring them forward. I have all before.
Here we are. This is the Eye of the Universe, the Hubble Space Telescope exhibition. We're just checking things out over here. What the heck is this? Yeah, I gotta get a closer look at this thing. Wow.
Because the final space shuttle mission is going to be to the Hubble telescope. Look at those pictures. That is amazing.
Yeah. Comes to show you how great God's creations are, really. I never thought of it being this amazing. It's not bad at all, really. All it needs is a little attention.
I need you to stop. I am trying to
space. Psych, we're still in the exhibition. See? Nothing wrong with this, man. Nothing wrong with this. Hey, what is that? Oh, that's just the camera. Not mine, not the camcorder that I'm playing with right now, which is making this tape. But it's just a TV or something. Oh yeah, it's a TV. The SM4, whatever that is. I'll get another look at the ship. Huh. Well, ain't that good. Human sight and the Hubble sight. Although we can only see visible light, Hubble observes distant planets, stars, and galaxies in visible, infrared, and ultraviolet light. Like a virtual time machine, Hubble captures light traveling across space and time from cosmic events that occurred moments ago or thousands of years in the past. Looking into the past. See, when you record it, it kind of disappears. And then when you walk away, it sort of disappears. What's in here? Huh. Kind of looks like pink lemonade when you think of it. Ew. Mixed with something else. I don't even want to know what that is. What's in here? I don't know what planet this is, but it sure looks pretty. It can't be Earth because the land would be green, not orange. I don't even know if that is land and the rest is all ocean. It could be all of it land and the orange smoke or something? I don't know. I've never been on the planet, so how should I know? Jeez. And we already been in that thing. Okay, that's it really, for now. Gotcha. That really wasn't a dwarf galaxy of stellar fireworks. See, the same thing over here. You walk away, it disappears. Come back to it, reappears. It's weird. The dwarf galaxy NGC 4449. And some more stuff over here. I go this way. Go this way. There's lots of stuff there. And you just don't know what they are. See? Look at that. Now that's it. I know that. Wait a minute. I can't tell if that's a replica or if it's the real thing. I have another thing like that, but Mom gets on telling me other things besides answer that question. Don't tell anyone I said that. And if Mom's watching this, I am sorry for you. That I said that. Never mind. It's time to get going. There's some more shuttles over there. there's Snoopy. The same Snoopy from Charlie Brown. I'm not telling anyone that. Wait a minute. I just did, didn't I? Never mind. I mean, look at him. Dad! See? It's Snoopy.
Did you take our picture? Nice.
We want to be with Run, Carolyn, run.
There's my mom. There's my dad. That's my hand right there. I'm the guy holding the camera anyway. My name's Andrew Scott, and you probably know that already. The NASA John F. Kennedy Space Center. The JSC. The KSC. Kennedy Space Center. And there's early space. We already been in there in the beginning of the trip here.
Nature and technology.
Oh, here's some of the place we haven't been to. Nature and technology. Let's check this out. Like I said, this place is up to its ears in nature. I mean, look at all this stuff. Oh, alligator. Ooh, stork. Yeah. Ooh. Some bird there. What is that? Is that a possum? Yeah, I think it is. Whoa. Ugh. Sea turtle. Yikes. Didn't know those were like here in the Kennedy Space Center. Actually, this is just an exhibition. Raccoon. Here we go again with the possum. What is that? Ooh.
Snake.
It's a snake.
It's a little fox.
That was a rattler. And, ooh. Bobcat.
Is that a bobcat?
Yeah, it's bobcat. You never could tell with nature, that's all I can say. Ooh! Bald eagle out there.
As they do in a few other places in the world.
Well, looks like we're hitting for home.
Before we go home?